today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And the offense last...
Josh Lambo.
2 teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, let's see what he can do. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And his first look is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnist write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive, and a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Covered by C.J. Henderson.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. Throwing is Stafford. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
For the right play, yeah.
That too.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. If they want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
They'll run with Fournette. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Is good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game.
It's nothing.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. First catch for the NFL's catch leader after 1 week, and it's a 1st down. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
Stafford's pass.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Derrick Henry. Still on his feet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Stafford. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
12. 1st down, Titans.
Play action. Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fournette. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle is going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
First down at Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Number 22.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Stafford now to throw. His throw incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First and 10, Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And now it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. To the air again. Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On fourth down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Jaguars 7.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Seven our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 34. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Another Jacksonville
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Second and 10, Stafford again. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Matthew Stafford sacked.
He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On second down, here's Stafford. This one caught by Davis. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Stafford. Smith catches left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This is Fournette. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended
from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
17. Titans 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
As a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Jacobs.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Here's Brett Kern now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the league.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On the draw, this is Fournette. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Fournette, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of a
2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Caught left side by Hilton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And the lead is up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Stafford on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a 1st down throw.
Stafford's back.
And an incomplete pass.
Davis.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Throwing again is Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
55.
This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Jaguars 27, Titans 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. Jameis Winston has thrown a touchdown pass. From Miami, we stay in the AFC East and head up to check on the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Texans out on top. Deshaun Watson, a touchdown pass in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ricardo Allen brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
28-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A 7-yard.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Stafford here. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with Henry. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he gets it down to the 32.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Henry.
26-yard line.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 17.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try the air now with Stafford. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Second down at the 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Tennessee.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
For 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Open man is Hill. He's got it.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Fournette running out of the gun. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's a give to Fournette. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Fournette. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Kamale Correa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
32-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Jaguars 30. Titans 17.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Titans getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Throwing again. Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Stafford. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
C.J. Henderson.
Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
88. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. He's been a load for them to handle defensively. I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7 brings up second and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford, throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12. First down, Titans.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be second down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
To throw again. Stafford. Smith catches left side. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To Corey Davis. A gain of 9.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First down throw. Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Kamale Correa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A handoff to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12 yards. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Tennessee.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford.
Stafford's pass.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 18.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it again with Fournette. He's got a 1st down past the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. Now Leonard Fournette. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. No! So that one will be accepted. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Jaguars, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.